You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, I do not believe in excuses. I believe in results, not excuses. So when Team USA basketball team loses to Nigeria, loses to Australia, now they did end up winning by 20 points yesterday against Argentina, but still they lost 2 games. They were 0-2 in competition. I would never, ever make an excuse for losing to Nigeria or Australia. It's just not going to happen, folks. But Kevin Durant, he gave a response. He gave an excuse for losing those 2 games. And guys, maybe it's just a different era right now. I can't imagine a great player in another era making excuses for losing in international competition, when, especially, when the United States has all of the best players in the world. But Kevin Durant, who's supposed to be the best player in international competition, and it's not even close, he has a ready-made excuse, folks. This is pathetic. I never believed that Kevin Durant was mentally tough anyway, because this is a man that blew a 3-1 lead to the Golden State Warriors and then jumped ship to that 73-win team. And he got 2 titles, but my respect for him really didn't go up at all. It didn't. So we're going to be diving into all of what Kevin Durant had to say, folks, in this video, guys. But first, here's a message from today's sponsor. Friends, I'm very concerned about food shortages coming to America. No, not local or short-lived shortages. I'm talking about a national food shortage that will affect everyone, everywhere, for a very long time. Would you be ready if that happened? Probably not. That's why I urge you to get some long-term storage emergency food from my friends at My Patriots Supply. They're the original Patriot Survival Company. Over the past decade, they've served millions of American families like yours. Their mission is your survival. And right now, you can save 25% on a 4-week kit of emergency food that will save the day. Probably soon. This 4-week kit has a wide variety of delicious food that provides over 2,000 calories per day, the right amount for optimum survival. Go to preparewithblackandwhite.com so you can claim your 4-week emergency food kit and save 25% in the process. Order a tasty starter kit for each member of your family, and they will ship everything quickly and discreetly to your door. That's preparewithblackandwhite.com. All right, guys, it says here, Kevin Durant on Team USA's struggles. The stars were kind of aligned for us to lose early. Really, Kevin Durant? Oh my goodness, guys. So let's dive into this article here on Yahoo Sports. In Las Vegas, they lost these games in Las Vegas, folks. Think about that. On their home soil. And they got booed off the court against, I believe it was Nigeria. They got booed off the court. Yep. But anyway, it says here, Team USA men's basketball has been a subject of scrutiny for the last 5 days, with the basketball community expressing its enormous disappointment in the team getting off to an unprecedented 0-2 exhibition start ahead of the Olympics in Tokyo. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant, the face of Team USA, is just chilling in his hotel suite at Area Resort and Casino. He says, "I'm doing fine. Myself," Durant told Yahoo Sports, "I haven't really left my room with the health and safety protocols we're following. Not really watching much NBA Finals basketball. I'm just out here to hoop, stay safe, and get better. The shit people are saying doesn't bother me. It's all about context." Team USA lost a shocker to Nigeria 90-87 in the friendly opener on Saturday, and followed that up with a 91-83 stunning loss to Australia 2 days later. Before facing Nigeria, Team USA was 54-2 in exhibitions since 1992. They were finally able to get off the snide on Tuesday in routing Argentina 108-80. Now, what's missing here in this loss to Australia, folks, Team USA blew a 10-point lead. A 10-point lead. They blew it and they lost by 8 points. That is an 18-point turnaround, folks. It says head coach Greg Popovich has only been able to muster up a little under a handful of practices since training camp began last week. Durant said the reason he's unfazed by the slow start is because he knew what the team would be up against once camp kicked off. Of course, here comes the excuses, folks. Here it comes. Quote, "We're a team that's still coming together and trying to find our identity," Durant told Yahoo Sports. "We have so many great players that you can play so many different ways, and we are indecisive at times on defense and offense. In the midst of us figuring it out, these teams are established and they're running their sets. We're working on our sets. The stars were kind of aligned for us to lose early on." There you go, folks. But he's not done there. He also says, It's easy to say that after two losses without any context," Durant tells Yahoo Sports. "Let's just go down the roster of each team and you can find the answer. If you're looking for NBA talent, those teams have talent. Have it, I should say. Understand where we're at as a team, and then you can make assumptions for yourself. We do have all the best players in the league, but these national teams have NBA players too, who are now number one options, and they're used to playing that role internationally. We're still adjusting as a team, and that's not making excuses. There's a lot of context people need to understand. We didn't expect to lose a game, but losing games happens. We'll get it right." Wow, Kevin Durant. So he's making the excuse that these teams they're losing to have NBA players. Well, folks, guess what? Nigeria, ranked number 22 in the FIBA basketball rankings. They were not supposed to be a threat whatsoever, Kevin Durant. Team USA, ranked number 1. And I believe there's supposed to be like a huge gap between number 1 and number 2. You lost to a team that is no threat to win a gold medal. And then you follow that up with a loss to Australia, where you had a 10-point lead and you lost by 8. But you said the stars are pretty much aligned. The stars were kind of aligned for us to lose early. Can you imagine any other superstar in any other era, folks, saying the words that Kevin Durant just said? Can you imagine Michael Jordan saying, "We haven't really played together, so I guess it's okay, that we lose to Nigeria"? Team USA going into that game against Nigeria had never lost to a team from Africa. Now I know that that the Nigerian team has NBA players, but they don't have no all-stars. The US team is loaded. And you guys allowed Nigeria to shoot 20 of 42 from three-point land. Kevin Durant got his dunk blocked. That never happens in the NBA. It happened in that game against Nigeria. Team USA is definitely not a lock whatsoever for a gold medal. I don't even know if they're a lock for a bronze at this point. I really don't. Even though they blew out Argentina by 20. That should have happened to Nigeria. Nigeria, even with NBA players, should not be within 20 points of Team USA. Let's just be real about it. Kevin Durant is pretty pathetic with these excuses here. He just is. This is just pathetic, folks. This is really, really pathetic. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.